Welcome to The Soft Life with me, Candy Washington, where we explore all things self-love, manifestations, and relationships with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. So be sure to subscribe, share, and join us on Patreon. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's Kiki, which is a deep dive into the latest episode of Vanderpump Rules, it's the last episode before we get the season finale. And then also we are going to be dissecting the reunion trailer that just dropped. So before we dive in, be sure to like the video, subscribe, share, and join our newsletter. It's down below for free. So with that, let's dive right on in. So let's first talk about the reunion trailer that is dropped. I have a copy of it, so we will be watching the video, but let's do a quick recap of it. Then we will watch the trailer together, okay? So this is according to Entertainment Tonight. Vanderpump Rules reunion trailer. Tom Sandoval and Raquel Leviss face off with Ariana Madix and cast. It's all happening. After months of anticipation, fans will soon watch Tom Sandoval and Raquel Leviss go toe-to-toe with Ariana and the rest of the Vanderpump Rules cast after the two co-stars were exposed having a months-long affair. I think it was at least a year. I think it definitely started out emotional and then quickly moved to sexual, but I think it was at least a year of the grooming and all of that stuff. Bravo just released the explosive trailer for the season 10 reunion of Vanderpump Rules, and it's jam-packed with tears, yelling, and a heated argument between Sandoval and James Kennedy that almost turns physical. Side note, I have the reunion, so we will watch that. But this also answers that question. Remember months ago, it was spilled that like two people almost came to blows, and Jax Taylor said, oh, it was the two of the boys. So now we know it was Tom Sandoval and James Kennedy that almost comes to blows on at the reunion. There was also things like, oh, it wasn't, Raquel or Ariana or Tom who was involved in it, but now we know that's not true. Now we know it's James and Tom Sandoval. And honestly, I think James would whoop Tom Sandoval. I don't think either of them could fight like that. I don't want anybody to have any violence or anything. But I think if they came toe-to-toe, I think that James would get the best of Sandoval just because James seems scrappier, if that makes sense. Okay, let's keep going. In the trailer, a crying Maddox says, I can't think of two worse people, and she doesn't see anything good coming from those effing rats, referring to Raquel and Tom amid their cheating scandal. I mean, this is the thing. I'm happy that Ariana is finally getting her chutzpah. She's finally finding her voice, because it's really funny how, and again, I'm Team Ariana on this, but I'm going to call it like I see it. I do think it's really funny how she was able to ride the fence when it was Katie, when Raquel was the one trying to hook up with her still legal husband, Tom Schwartz at the time, disrespecting the hell out of Katie's mother, how Ariana could just boo-hoo in the corner, not knowing whose side to take and ride the fence. Now they're rats. Now they're this, that, and a third. Well, because they turned around and did it to you. You see what I'm saying? And then also with Ariana writing so hard for Tom Sandoval, like in the episode that we just saw, the one that just happened, her whole conversation with Tom Sandoval about what happened with her and Lala on the episode before when Lala spilled the tea that Tom had lied about not being able to get a ride back when her grandmother died, and he spent the Labor Day party partying with Raquel anyway. How this episode she had his back and that whole like damage control. But like, I'm not going to be mad at Lala, but like she was more upset because it triggers her. She made a bigger deal out of it than what it was. Girl, bye. Let's keep going. In an effort to allow Sandoval In an effort to allow Tom Sandoval, Ariana Madix, and Raquel to speak with host Andy Cohen without much interruption, they filmed separate segments with him alone. Now, I'm very much interested in seeing the questions that Andy asked them when they're alone and separated. Andy, I hope you brought it. I hope whoever is on your team writing the questions brought it, because I have so many questions. So I'm going to hold off on all the questions I have until we see the reunion, but I hope they came to play. And then also it was noted today that Ariana will do Watch What Happens Live next Wednesday after the season finale. And this will be the first time that she's officially breaking her silence on everything. So I'm really interested to see how that's going to go down. And I'm really interested to see the questions she gets and what her disposition is on everything. And I also want her to, Ariana, if you're listening, I really want you to apologize to Katie Maloney. Katie Maloney first, Lala second. You really didn't have Katie's back like that. You really tried, you low-key played her, because when you think about it, a lot of what Raquel says to everyone, basically, to James, to Katie, to Lala, to even to Ariana in tonight's episode about the sex and all of that stuff, it's so obvious that she is just regurgitating what Tom Sandoval has told her to say. So you can't be in a 10-year relationship with Tom Sandoval and none of the vitriol that he has for Katie has rubbed off onto you. Do you see what I'm saying? And I think that's why she didn't have Katie's back the way she should have. And I wonder if she's going to take accountability and say that, right? So let's see. All right, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. In the Vanderpump Rules reunion trailer, fans watch Raquel and Shea are filmed separately because the former beauty pageant participant filed a restraining order against her co-star, Sheena Shea, which was later dismissed. Yeah, it was dismissed because Raquel and her rat legal team didn't even show up. It was a sham. Again, she filed a fake police report because there was no punch. She provided fake documents because she did not get a legitimate black eye, and she just didn't show up. And then she does the whole stunt with like the fake court documents during the reunion. In March, a source told Entertainment Tonight, so many logistics have been going into preparing for the event. Raquel and Sheena will both be at the reunion, but they are not allowed to be within 100 yards of each other. The source added, each will film with the cast at separate times, and while either isn't filming, they will be offset in a different location. There was discussion that they could possibly video call in while not on set, but due to the restraining order that Raquel filed against Sheena, they can't address one another. Ariana showed up ahead of filming the show's season 10 reunion wearing an orange sweatshirt that read 1-800-BOYS-LIE. The back of the hoodie, which featured bold, bedazzled lettering in a dark orange color, had a message for prospective callers. We're sorry, the number you're trying to reach has moved on. Madix paired the hoodie with the matching sweatpants, which shared the same lettering down the back and front of the pants. Sandoval and Raquel were then spotted together having a casual chat after filming for the highly anticipated season 10 reunion of Vanderpump Rules Wrapped. Raquel and Tom took time to sit down and talk after filming, a source said to Entertainment Tonight. They chatted over what happened on set and how they felt. It was a rough day, but they are happy they were able to show the cast their side of things. They're not happy to show the cast their side of things. Come on now. They're just the only two people that they have left. You know, they've burnt their world down. So they're the only two people they have left. They have to be on each other's side. And then also in the trailer, which we're about to watch, and you'll see, he's like, they're telling everybody we're pathological liars. And she's like, I know. And like, you know that we're not. And it's just like, dude, you're lying to yourself. Like the first person you're lying to is yourself, because both of them are pathological, narcissistic, egotistical liars. And also they're hypocrites. It's the hypocrisy. It's the, the grandstanding that they do, the self-righteousness, especially Tom Sandoval. He had the audacity to go after Katie Mom's Terry and be like, well, Katie was sleeping with a guy in the house when Tom Schwartz was there. How do you think that made Tom feel? Tom Sandoval, are you crazy? Number one, you're talking to somebody's mother. Pipe all the way the F down. You don't talk to anybody's mother that way. Point blank, period. Secondly, weren't you doing the same exact thing except for behind Ariana's back? We know of at least 2 times you had sex with Raquel in the house that you share with Ariana. One was after the beach day, and the other one was when Ariana was in the house with you, and you were in a relationship with her. Katie's doing her thing because Tom Schwartz isn't even having sex with her, and they actually are broken up and separated, literally filing the papers to get divorced, and you're being mad because Katie's living her life? Absolutely ridiculous. The audacity of it all. The audacity of it all. I mean, it's crazy. It's really sick. You're defending the girl you're having sex with behind your girlfriend's back to the mother of the other girl that you had your best friend hook up with the girl that you're actually having sex with to cover up the fact that you're having sex with her. That's really sick. That's really sick. Justice for Katie and justice for her mother. Let's keep going. Also, after wrapping filming, Andy Cohen took to his Instagram stories to tease what's coming following the scandal of it all. He says, well, that was really confrontational. It was really emotional. Nothing was left unsaid, shared Cohen, who was sporting a sweatshirt from Katie and Ariana's new sandwich shop, Something About Her. And I got some new merch to go along with my Tom Tom sweatshirt from Raquel. Check it out. Andy, I don't trust you. You're saying nothing was left unsaid. I bet you there was a lot left unsaid. Okay? I got questions. I got a lot of questions. After seeing how the reunion played out, a source told Entertainment Tonight filming felt sad but a relief, the source added. Tom was combative, Raquel didn't say much off camera, and it was so exhausting. Last week, a 52-second trailer promoting the Vanderpump Rules season 10 finale dropped and shows the dramatic aftermath of Sandoval and Levis's affair. I was going to break up with Ariana regardless, Sandoval is seen telling Sheena, who fires back, but you didn't. You effed her best friend instead. The reality star then discusses his affair with his best friend Tom Schwartz, telling him he felt something that I hadn't felt in a very long time. Things heat up when Sandoval comes face to face with Maddox over his actions. When he mentions Raquel's name, that's the last straw for Ariana, who gets angry and screams that she doesn't give an F about effing Raquel. Your friendship is effing BS, she yells, which causes Tom to scream back, no, it's not. Yes, it is, Ariana stands firm. Tom also tells the inner circle that there was one other time he slept with Raquel, to everyone's horror. Dun, 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 dun. I regret ever loving you, Ariana coldly tells her ex before having a heart-to-heart with Lisa Vanderpump, who looks very worried. You guys, it's a mess.